We have an enthusiastic crowd on hand here at Memorial Coliseum for this championship. As we mentioned, this is the second meeting, or actually the third meeting, between Hawaii and UCLA this season. During the regular season, UCLA came up short twice.
Well, UCLA got off to a good start. They won game one in both of the meetings. It's going to be important if UCLA is going to win. They got to come out and take this first game.
You are looking at Lisa Strand. She is the starting server for Hawaii. Her position is middle blocker. She's a 6-foot junior. She's also a 3-year letter winner. Incidentally, Hawaii has 7 4-year letter winners returning. Obviously, all 6 starters have returned. And putting things away for USC is Lori Zeno. And that will result in a side out. First server is Liz Masakayan. Set by Wirtz, she hits it herself.
Nice spike by Marcy Wirtz, putting the ball down through the block.
Joyce Kawapuni is serving, 5'8" senior. And that looks long and strong. Too strong.
Now, one thing that really helped UCLA in the semifinals is that they served very well. Now, Maria Connolly, the server right now, has one of the best serves on the team. Let's see if she can get some points.
Collins with the fake, Wirtz with the spike, and it comes right off the block by Orozco.
That's what they're going to have to do. All-American Patty Orozco getting up and over on the block.
And Maria Connolly hits it into the net. We will have a side out, and Marcy Wirtz will do the honors for Hawaii. Set by Boyette. Nice short set, handled beautifully by Hawaii. Dietrich Collins lobs it over. Orozco, and they will say did not touch the block, and we'll have our first point in this ball game.
As we take a look at Lisa Strand, one of the interesting things about Hawaii, they'll keep the ball in play more than UCLA. They like to rally, and it's good for them when they do.
Score is 1-1. Beautiful save by Kenny. Nice up. Kawapuni setting it, and that's Kawapuni putting it down.
No, there was no touch called, so the ball goes to UCLA.
Spike was long.
Like a touch.
This is Tracy Sayring serving. Pulaski with the spike comes back to her side of the net, and they're setting things up again. Dietrich Collins, a Broderick Award winner, putting it down. And that was a beautiful play by Dawn Kenny.
Now that's one thing UCLA will try to do. They'll go to the middle. They'll go to the middle in the transition. You take a look at this. The bump, little dink shot into the middle of the court. Hawaii could not retrieve.
Collins puts it down through the block. And Boyette will hit with a lob spike. Nice short set to Collins. And this will be a free ball to UCLA. And it's Orozco. That spike would have gone out of bounds, but it did come off the block, off the fingertips of Hawaii, and it is now 3 serving 1. Pulaski, and it comes right back in her face thanks to a combination block by Boyette.
Now that's UCLA's bread and butter. They're going to have to block to win. Now watch Kenny go up. Right in the middle of the screen, number 32, she gets up. Now watch her stuff left hand over the net and block the ball to the floor. Nice blocking.
Okay, UCLA just got a point on a missed spike by Hawaii, and Hawaii has elected to take a timeout. They trail 5-1 in game number 1. And we'll be back with more game number 1 after these important messages from our sponsors. Don't go away. We are back with game number 1 of this national championship between Hawaii and UCLA. UCLA is on top, and you'll notice that Tracy Sayring is serving, and she's a natural substitution in the backcourt because she's such an outstanding server. Kawapuni back sets to Collins right off the block of Orozco and Kenny. And that was Corey Pulaski, but UCLA handles it. Orozco, but it went off the block. They say no, it did not. I thought it went right off her fingertips.
Now that's one of UCLA's strategies. They're not going to try to rally with Hawaii. They're going to try for the kill, and they'll make some errors trying to hit the ball hard.
Beautiful block combination of Pulaski and Kenny and Strandretter. Pulaski and Strand in the front court, armpit to armpit, the way you want to be. Dietrich Collins with a nice serve. Good hit by Kenny. They will call a net violation against Hawaii.
Nice set by Sayring. She came right back to the middle after the ball was stuffed and got the side out as Orozco serves.
Pulaski. Nice short set to Boyette. She taps it through.
UCLA running the middle. You have to mix the ball up. You can't always set the middle. You can't always set to the outside. UCLA's doing a good job of mixing it up so far.
Don Kenny with the service for UCLA. Nice short set, but UCLA shoves it right back at him. There's Kyle Pooney putting it down. They're saying no block. And we have a point. 6 serving 2.
Hawaii off kind of a shaky start, but this is kind of their trademark. They like to go long matches, and they don't always get off to a great start.
Kyle Pooney goes up, around the block, and it goes out of bounds. So Dawn Kenny will once again serve. Dawn Kenny, 20 years old from Redondo Beach. She's a psychology major. Shoot set that goes too far out of bounds, over the net and into the stands. Point for Hawaii, 3 serving 6. Nice hit by Michelle Boyette.
It's a nice play. That's the X player, the crossing pattern. And take a look. It's like the triple option. She sets the second player. Boyette goes up, pounds it by the block, and down.
And now Boyette is back to serve. She's from Alta Loma. She also played in Sports Fest last year in 81 rather. Corner set to Wirtz, through the block.
A nice shot by Wirtz. She's only 5'8". She just plugs it right through the hole and down. Take a look at her. She doesn't get a great jump, but she finds the hole in the block, past Connolly and down.
Service by Strand. That's just too far out of bounds. Another point for Hawaii.
Now, a lot of people have told me before this game even started that Liz Mazakayan is going to have a good match for UCLA if they're going to win. That was her right there, putting the ball away. Getting the side out.
Mazakayan back to serve. Beautiful hit by Dietrich Collins. Collins averages 11.7 skills per match.
Yeah, 3-time All-American. As I said at the top of the show, Broderick Award winner last year. She's really a phenomenal player.
Boyette short setting Connolly.
There she is.
Nice block by Wirtz and Collins.
That didn't fool Collins. What you have to do with Collins, she's so good and she's so tall in the middle. Watch her get her hands over. Watch those hands. Just go over and stuff it down. UCLA's got to go outside on her.
And that one goes
an ace
by UCLA. They thought it was going out of bounds, and now our score is all tied up at 6 apiece.
Kyle Pooney's got a great serve, too. One of the better servers, her and Lisa Strand.
That one did go out of bounds, side out for UCLA. Going back to serve will be Maria Connolly. Her name sounds familiar. It's because both of her parents are Olympic gold medalists. Fell in love in '56 at the Olympic Games, got married, and here's Maria. That went out of bounds. UCLA and Maria Connolly get their 7th point.
Oh!
Collins with a kill.
Now they're going to use her a lot on that. That's kind of like a shoot set or called a 3 set. Now watch her. She's away from Kyle Pooney. There's again Dietrich Collins doing it all, as she has for the Rainbows all year. A phenomenal jumper. Phenomenal jumper. They got to try to set away from her. UCLA does.
R.C. Wirtz. Nice up by Kyle Pooney, just saving it, getting it over on a free ball. Boyette to Kenny. Collins with a dink, and no one's there.
Nice play. That whole play was made possible, though, by Kelly Strand on the dig. The ball is spiked. Now watch Kelly Strand. Diving save. The ball is bumped up, and Hawaiian converted it.
Boyette to Kenny on the fake. Out to Orozco, and it goes out of bounds too wide. Hawaii 9-7, and Andy Benikowski, the coach for UCLA, said, I want to talk to you ladies about this sudden surge by the Wahinis. And while they are doing that, we are going to take a timeout, and we'll be back after these important messages. Once again, our score, Hawaii 9, UCLA 7. You just saw Marcy Wirtz serve in this Division I National Championship. Nice block by Collins. Hawaii in the white, UCLA in the blue. Orozco again, nice up by Strand. And Orozco again, and it goes off the block and out of bounds, and it will be point for UCLA.
Hawaii is so great on defense that they just have to keep hitting and hitting as Sayring comes into the game to replace Zeno.
That's for service purposes. We saw her get, I think, 5 straight serves in the early part of this match. Collins into a block. This is Boyette. Nice save. Free ball by Connolly. Outside to Pulaski with a left-handed tap. Orozco winds up and she hits it into the block. And a nice try by Dawn Kenny to pull it up.
Now, one thing Orozco is going to have to do, they know that she hits a lot of cross-court. And when she does, Collins is right on that cross-court shot. Orozco is going to have to hit some line.
Service by Collins, back to action. Collins from the backcourt, which is legal as long as she's behind the line.
It's a great put away by Collins. Hitting off speed, putting it down, UCLA couldn't recover it. Nice shot.
Not only was it off speed, but it was off balance. She really came in and pulled that one out. And that one went out of bounds. Not the time you want to make those errors, because Hawaii up by 3 could put things away. Pulaski down the line, didn't touch the blockers. Point UCLA. 8 serving 10. We will have a substitution coming in the game as Sista Palakiko. Coming out, Dietrich Collins.
Good move by Dave Shoji, the coach, just trying to slow the action down, give Dietrich Collins a rest in the backcourt.
Dietrich Collins was plagued with injuries last season and still managed to win the Broderick Award, missing almost half the season.
Ball was out. A lot of mistakes being made by both teams. A lot of balls being hit out of bounds, and you can attribute that to NCAA championship jitters.
I thought you were going to say ESPN jitters. Oh, what a spike by Masakayan.
This is the biggest game. These girls are all over the place, so they have to be a little nervous. Ball's passed over, Masakayan pounding it to the floor.
What timing. Strands shovels it over.
It's trouble. Nice save.
Left-handed hit by Masakayan, but I think she followed through into the net. We'll have a side out. Score is 10-10. This is Pulaski serving. Chris and Corey Pulaski are twins. This is Chris, the setter.
Nice serve by Chris Pulaski. A little mix-up on UCLA serve reception.
Chris Pulaski, an art history major at Hawaii. She's a senior. Masakayan off the block. Nice up by Wirtz.
Wirtz is everywhere in the backcourt. You watch her throughout this match. She'll dig a million balls.
Nice dink by Boyette. Palakiko was ready. Out of bounds.
That's sister to sister. All-American Corey Pulaski. She's been All-American for 2 years. The ball's blocked. Wirtz with a great diving save. Now watch the ball spun up, and we're back to live action. Good serve.
Hawaii 12, UCLA 10. And we have an illegal hit against Hawaii, and it'll be side out, UCLA. Going back to serve, Dawn Kenny. Kenny's a junior, psychology major. Oh, what a hit by
Corey Pulaski.
And there will be a substitution for Hawaii coming in the game. Missy Yomes coming out. Marcy Wirtz.
It's a normal substitution for Coach Shoji. He likes Yomes in the front row, just a little better than Wirtz. Wirtz is much better in the back row.
They're both the same height. Both are 5'7" as we have a side out. And coming into UCLA's game is number 35, Lori Zeno. And coming out will be number 34, Tracy Sayring. Nice short set by Pulaski, dink to Yomes. Boyette, and the short hit, it's Connolly.
Oh, good try, the back row. Nice play by UCLA. They're going to have to serve tougher. Hawaii is passing the ball right up to the net. They're getting their offense running, and UCLA is going to have to serve tougher. They expect to block better. There's a good one.
Boyette with a great serve. Nice try to save it by Palakiko. And now this ball game is all tied up at 12 apiece, and Hawaii will take a timeout. 12 apiece, game is 15 points, and if you were Coach Shoji, what would you tell his team?
Well, the first thing you always tell a team is to calm down, and you have to pass the ball, get the ball up to the net, and I would set outside here, run a fake in the middle, and set outside. Take a look at Coach Andy Banikowski. I'm sure he's saying, get this serve in, make sure you don't miss this serve, because this is really a critical point of the match.
Take a look at the Hawaiian team. When we see someone like Missy Yomes coming in the front line, Coach said she wasn't feeling well, and she is in the game. Is that unsettling to the rest of the team, knowing that she's not feeling 100%?
Well, no one's quite sure whether Coach Shoji, as we take a look, great dive by there. The ball's poked up. Hawaii couldn't quite put the ball over on that particular play. UCLA getting their 12th point, but just to continue the thought that no one quite knows whether Shoji is kidding everybody when he says half his team is sick. They have a couple people been sick, but some of the UCLA people are not buying it.
You think that the Lexington flu is a fluke, huh? To recap some partial stats, as we see Palakiko going out and Collins back in for the front net, Hawaii has had 4 kills, 2 solo blocks, and 2 assisting blocks with 2 service aces. UCLA has had no serving aces as yet, but it's all tied up at 12 apiece. Nice block by Collins. Dink! Nice up by Kapuni. Missy Yomes with the spike.
Critical rally here, critical rally.
Masakayan set outside of Yomes.
That's what they do so great. Chris Pulaski digging the ball up. Look at Hawaii cover. They just don't let the ball go down.
Yomes through the block.
The longer the ball goes, excuse me, Leanna, the longer the rally goes, the more of a chance Hawaii has to win. UCLA has to rely on termination. They got to get the ball down quicker.
I don't know how Hawaii does it, but they managed to get lower than the ground. That one comes down between the block and it'll be side out. UCLA needed that mistake.
One thing the UCLA girls have, women have to realize that you don't challenge Deidre Collins. You go after the smaller girls in the block.
This is to Yomes, off the block. Shoots it all the way over to Orozco. Yomes trying to make something out of a wide set. She did it.
God, what a great play.
What a talent. That set was not ideal, but boy, did she make a picture-perfect spike out of it.
8 feet off the net. She still got a lot of whip to get on that.
Leanne Pastana coming in the game. Coming out of the game will be Chris Pulaski. Leanne Pastana is a 5'10" junior, a little bit more height in the front line. Hawaii up 13-12. Game is 15. And that went off the Hawaiian block, and we will have a side out. This is a best-of-5 match.
That's the line shot I was talking about. Orozco hitting high off the block as we look at Connolly serving. Real good server.
Nice shoot set to Collins. Great save by Boyette. Lob by Orozco. Back set to Yomes through the block. Side out.
Trouble with the Bruins. They're not putting the ball away once they get an opportunity. They had an opportunity to kill the ball, but Hawaii's playing such good defense that they're not letting them get the point.
Missy Yomes with the service.
Ah.
That's the strangest shovel lob I've ever seen.
There, they found a hole in the donut. No one there on that one.
As we see Marcy Wirtz come back in the game for Hawaii, and coming in the game for UCLA is Tracy Sayring. Sayring will go back to serve.
Been a good rotation for UCLA. Sayring serving. Good front line here of Kenny Boyette, Orozco.
Apuni, Pulaski, nice up.
Ah, nice dig.
Masakayan with the save, free ball over.
Go right back to Pulaski here.
Short set to Collins with the fake, Pulaski hits it.
Should have hit that over.
Wind up and hit by Orozco.
Nice
Great
recovery.
save. Out of the net, it's so hard to do. Oh, I've got it, you take it.
That's something you never see in Hawaii. They have so many good defensive players. One of them just expected the other one to take that ball, and it went down.
13-13. Have to win by 2. Collins.
Oh!
She said, I made a mistake once, but not again.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how it affects when Deidre Collins goes to the back row. Hawaii much stronger when she's in the front. Let's see if they can get a point here.
Collins has a great serve. A dink that fell short, point Hawaii.
Not a great spot. Not a great spot to dink into the net as UCLA goes for the timeout.
And this is Marcy Wirtz that you are looking at. UCLA taking their second timeout. And we will be back with the windup of game number 1 after this message from our sponsor. And we are back, and this is what Hawaii is all about.
Take Missy Holmes off the net, way back the net, hitting it over, finding the open spot in UCLA's defense, putting it down. The girl's only 5'7", and she can really jump.
Off balance again. And Deidre Collins comes out of the game, going back in the game, assist to Palakiko, and she will serve. 14-13 could be game point. Orozco, they say it went out of bounds, no block, and the first game goes to Hawaii. Best of 5, and Hawaii is on the way to defending their national championship. And we will be back with more after this message from our sponsors with game number 2. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back to the Memorial Coliseum in Lexington. If you're not familiar with volleyball stats, a kill is a successful spike that results in a point or side out.
Look at the stats, there's not much difference. A real close game, game 1, 14 kills. A little better hitting percentage for Hawaii. One thing, UCLA did not hit well on the outside. Roscoe particularly not effective in the first game.
And those aces, of course, refer to service aces. So if you're not familiar with volleyball stats, I think we've clarified that a little bit as we see UCLA and Hawaii have changed sides, and UCLA in the dark jerseys will serve. This is Michelle Boyette.
Now, one thing the UCLA coaches told me that if they did lose the first game, that they might change the rotation, thus putting a different matchup. Now, I checked the rotations. They're in the same exact rotation, so they haven't changed yet. They feel that they could beat them with this particular rotation or lineup. If they lose the next game, I'm sure they may rotate forward maybe 2 or 3 spots. So we'll keep an eye out for that.
Our officials for this game, Sue Lemaire and Mike Carter, it is their responsibility to check the starting order, and that's why there was a slight delay here before Michelle could serve. They did notice a UCLA player out of service, but it is an unfinable offense, so to speak, as that ball hit the net and we have a side out. They just corrected the rotation order and the game got underway. This is Lisa Strand. Maria Conley right into a Dietrich Collins block.
Dietrich Collins. Now, it's up to the setter. The setter has to realize when that blocker is there and not set that. Now, watch Collins go up and over. Ball's blocked down. She's got to go outside on that particular play.
She blocked that with her elbows. Masakine from behind the line. What an angle.
That's the kind of play that can give you a lift. You get off to a little rocky start. She hits an impossible shot, comes up with a miracle, and UCLA gets the side out.
And remember, that red line is 10 feet, and she was a good 10 feet back of that. A tremendous hit by Masakine. Collins up. Masakine on the ground, can't save it.
Great spike again, Dietrich Collins. I talked to Dietrich Collins before the game. I said, how do you feel tonight? She goes, I just want to get this over with. I don't know what that meant, whether she was ready to go or it looks like she was.
And we will have an illegal hit call on Hawaii, I'm sorry, UCLA. And it is now 2-0 Hawaii. Kapuni with the service. Orozco. Short set to Collins. Off the block.
That's UCLA's most effective shot. Just hit it a little knuckler up in the air and let it drop.
Maria Conley serving. Side out Hawaii. This is Missy Yomes. Yomes, a 3-year letter winner. Dawn Kenny with the spike, but it went out of bounds.
UCLA just not hitting well, and it's killing them. They're hitting a lot of balls out of bounds and not putting the ball down.
And that goes into the net. This is not ping pong, not tennis. You don't get a leg. Substitution coming into game for UCLA will be number 34, Tracy Sayring to serve. Coming out, Dawn Kenny.
I keep saying that UCLA is not spiking well, but a lot of that is due to the blocking of Dietrich Collins and the defense of Hawaii, which has played superbly so far. Oh, Collins. Oh my.
And Michelle Boyette fell on that one.
This is almost a facial, what we call a facial. Watch Collins go up. She hits it hard, hits Boyette on the head and down. And Collins is just doing everything.
A deadly serve by Collins. Dropped right in front of the attack line. And Hawaii has their 4th point. Boyette up into the block, and no one's there to cover. Great blocking combination by Pulaski. And
UCLA just having trouble siding out. Boyette goes up. The block is right there. No one covering for UCLA. They're getting a little frustrated now because they're not siding out. What I mean by siding out, they're not putting the ball away. And you have to put the ball away to win. Hawaii's siding out. They're blocking. They're playing good defense. And thus they're rolling pretty easily so far.
Hawaii is not a particularly big team. That block that you just saw, Pulaski's only 5'8". Collins is her big gun at 5'11". Strand is 6 feet, but the rest are 5'8", 5'7". But they jump so well.
UCLA won 4 of the 6 meetings, 2 for the national championship, but this is a different year. This is 1983, and Hawaii is, as I said, undefeated in 5-game matches. In 2 years, they have not lost a 5-game match.
Dietrich Collins.
2 kills so far.
Solo block. She averages 11.7 kills per match.
She's got a nice statistical line so far. Service ace, this game.
Deidre Collins, an All-American this year. 3 times she's an NCAA All-American. Boyette. Too long, too strong. 6-0, Hawaii. Deidre Collins, middle blocker from Lancaster, California. Boyette with the lob. Kyle Pooney comes in and saves it.
Don't see that lob go down on Hawaii very much. They're too good on defense.
Masakine.
That's what
again.
you need. You need some heat to go down.
She's so good so far away from the net. Masakine with the up. Orozco.
That's what they need. Stop using the shots with a relish on them and put a little mustard on it. They need some hard spikes.
Hot mustard.
They need some Goldens, quick. Another nice little dink shot.
That ends a UCLA rally as Chris Pulaski moves back to serve. Seven, 0 Hawaii.
I think it'll be interesting to see how UCLA deals with this with a very young team. They only have 1 senior and they're dominated by freshmen and sophomores. It's a tough spot for UCLA right here. Nice spot.
That's Masakayan. She's certainly getting up and getting it down.
She's got a great vertical leap. Watch her go up, pounds the ball straight down. Collins couldn't get it.
Masakayan, 5'8" sophomore. Dawn Kenny back with the service.
Oh.
The block. Kapuni.
Kapuni's an interesting story. She played for Hawaii in 1974, sat out 75, played in 76, and then
got married. She used to be Joyce Kapawala.
But she's had a long string of eligibility. And she's back this year.
8-0 Hawaii. Corey Pulaski with the service. 4 of the 6 starters for Hawaii are from California. That again contributes to the Californian domination of the sport.
There's a touch call. Nope.
Did they touch? Did they not touch? And
There's
now
a
the
linesman
bench is
saying there was a touch,
Let's
but
see.
the referee has overruled. Hard to tell.
Boy, I couldn't tell. That flew by so fast.
When the ball's going 100 miles an hour, it's very difficult to tell if it nicks a finger sometimes.
Tight block now, tight block.
And Hawaii is not covering their blockers very well. 10-0, and Andy Banikowski calls a timeout. 7 feet, 4 1/8 inches. That's how tall that net is. Oh, did they get up? Oh, did they put it down? We'll be back with more of game number 2 after this important message. Now we are back with volleyball action in the NCAA National Championship. This is game number 2. Hawaii up 10-0. And another long rally that could go Hawaii's way, and doesn't this time. Side out. UCLA's got to move now.
Well, it's interesting to note that UCLA's not blocking that badly. They're getting crushed right at the moment. They're not blocking that bad. They just can't side out, and that's killing them.
There you saw the scores. It was 15-13, game number 1. Hawaii took it. Now we're in game number 2. It's 10-0. Zeno in the game for UCLA.
Hawaii always there to cover the block. They're the greatest team I've almost ever seen at that.
And Missy Ohms came up short on the spike, and for once, UCLA has a point in game number 2. Boyette with the serve. Nice block by Maria Connolly. Unfortunately, it danced off the net and came down on the Hawaii side of things.
Connolly on this ball, she just misses it. Nice put away by Kaapuni.
Masakayan trying to get away from that block coverage.
Great dig in the backcourt.
Dawn Kenny with the up. The dink went too far over the net.
It didn't fool Collins.
Zeno with the spike, blocked off. What an attempt by Masakayan.
Nice blocking by Hawaii. Watch Chris Pulaski stretching all the way out, using the front dive, a high knuckler into the air. Hawaii bumping the ball over. Eventually, they got the point.
Lisa Strand, middle blocker with the service. Shoots it. Collins says, shoot this.
Deidre Collins, you just can't go after her. You got to forget about setting in her zone and set it outside. That was a very tough set.
12-1 Hawaii. Back in your face by Kaapuni.
It's like hitting in a closet. They're just getting roofed right now. Hawaii just stuffing a lot of balls, getting a lot of good plays.
Stacy Buck goes in the game. She is just a freshman, but she is the tallest player in the game at 6'3". Patty Orozco from the backcourt. And Buck's up there to block Collins.
It's a way to get the ball down. Stacy Buck getting a kill. She's a little raw. She's not really ready to play, but she's going to do it the best she can. Banikowski's looking for something. He's looking for something to get UCLA off the ground here.
And to shut Collins down.
Nice dig. Nice dig. See Buck again.
And you're 6'3". You don't have to jump too high to get it over the net.
Just high enough. She's helped. Definitely helped.
Guillaume sends it out of bounds, and UCLA now has their second point.
Even if they don't come back to win this particular game at being down 2-13, they have to establish some momentum for game 3.
Good point. Masakine with the serve. Boyette to Orozco. Yomes. Masakine covers. Buck.
Buck.
She does it.
Right. Putting the ball down. That helps. You got to go to Buck again if you can get it to her. Can't quite.
Yomes into a block of Buck and Connolly. Putting Buck in paid off.
That's a big front line there, and they're getting a little momentum back, which is helping them. They're still down, way down.
Connolly 6 feet, Buck 6'3", Orozco 5'8", but she can jump. Wirtz into a block. That slows you down when you keep hitting the wall. Connolly trying to save it.
We go right to Collins here. Nope. Yeah.
To Dink, and that again UCLA's caught flat-footed. They're not covering their block.
Well, they have 3 blockers on that play, and it's just the shot in the middle of the court. Deidre Collins is a smart hitter. She knows when there are people up.
When you have her height and her jumping ability, you have time to look around. Kyle Pooney serving. Don Kenny with the free ball. Collins.
Oh my gosh. I guess when she said she wanted to get this over with, she was going to go out and just take charge. She is playing magnificently.
Kenny to Orozco. Over to Connolly. Right into the block of Collins and Wirtz. And that ends it. Game number 2 goes to Hawaii, 15-4. And we'll be back with game number 3 after these messages. Hawaii leads it 2-0. Don't go away. We are back with game number 3 of the UCLA-Hawaii showdown for the women's national volleyball title. Hawaii taking game number 1, 15-13. Hawaii taking game number 2, 15-4.
Wait, take a look at the statistics. 9 kills to 5, but look at those hitting percentages, minus 19%. That's pathetic. 20% for Hawaii. UCLA had 7 blocks, but they didn't convert them. Hawaii covered most of them, and Hawaii had 3 service aces.
And now game number 3.
Just got the stats on Deidre Collins. 9 kills so far in the match. She's been in on 9 blocks. She's got 5 solo blocks. She's got a service ace, and she's been diving around and getting some digs up. So she's virtually done it all so far.
This is Lisa Strand serving for Hawaii. Hawaii in the white jerseys on the right side of your screen. This is game number 3, and it could be the end of the 1983 season if Hawaii wins it. Pulaski to Wirtz, into the block, and that was what UCLA needed.
As I mentioned in game 1, the thing UCLA has done, they have rotated. They've rotated all the way around, thus getting different matchups. And we'll see. The Bruin coaches told me they'd do this if they get in trouble. Let's see how it affects them.
Wirtz around the block this time. Sayring sets over to Masakine, and Masakine, on a rare mistake, hits it out of bounds. Sayring. Masakine dances on the net. Nice up by Wirtz. And Collins, what a save. Free ball shovel by Kapuni.
Collins just...
Masakine. Collins comes back at her.
Right, covering on the block.
Wirtz with the dink. And no one's there.
They have such a smart team. You see that. Now watch Wirtz go to her left. She's off balance. She puts it up. Here comes Collins. Here she goes.
Oh, what a save.
She gets it up and puts it over. Hawaii got that point.
Kaapuni served it. Now you're seeing UCLA spike it, and I'm going to say off the block.
Yes, definitely touch off the block.
It's so funny. If you looked at Hawaii's faces, they said, we didn't touch it, we didn't touch it. Officials obviously saw that they did, and we will have a substitution for UCLA. Coming in the game is Sheila Cornell. First time she's seen action, while Dawn Kenny comes out.
She's a good server. That's why she's in there, Cornell.
5'9" senior, middle blocker from Woodland Hills. And a little too much strength coming off the bench. It's tough to do as we now shift sides, and this is Marcy Wirtz with the service. Sayring, Masakayan.
God, Wirtz is everywhere on defense.
Pulaski, and wrong side of the antenna. And when I say that, that is a continuation of the sidelines. You must hit the ball from within the boundaries of the court. It's like a plane, just like football has an end zone plane. The sidelines have a plane. You can't hit around it. Michelle Boyette serving. Collins.
Still pounding away. I don't understand why UCLA keeps serving Lisa Strand. She's passing perfectly, and she has all night, and they should try someone else.
Into the net, side out. 1-0 is our score. UCLA is down by 1. Masakayan with the service. Masakayan averages 11.5 kills per match.
Nice shot, Corey Pulaski, pounding it down the line. She's been a great hitter for Hawaii. All-American the last 2 years. Honorable mention this year. She just pounds it down the line.
Perfect form on that spike. Boyette setting all the way across court.
That
one goes to Orozco.
I'll tell you what UCLA has done by rotating around a little is you don't have the same person stuffing the ball back in your face, so you feel a little better not seeing either Dietrich Collins or whoever's doing it to you. So
it's demoralizing.
Yeah, so you get a little lift, and I think that's helped UCLA just a little.
Nice play by Orozco. Timed that perfectly.
Watch the ball pass a little too tight to the net. Orozco just fans it, hitting it straight down.
Now in volleyball, you're not allowed to reach over the net, but once the ball crosses that plane, it's yours. And that hit by Kaapuni went off the block of UCLA, side out. 1 serving 1. Nice short set to Kenny.
Oh, nice knuckle up by Dietrich Collins.
This is coming our way. Chris, can you save it? No.
Not that time.
Substitution, Sayring coming in, Kenny coming out.
Hear the Hawaiian coach yelling, angle, angle, when Orozco is hitting him. That's what she likes. She likes to hit that cross court. She's telling the block to move in.
Pulaski setting back to Kaapuni, goes down the line, and they say it was inbounds. Side out.
Kaapuni is just a cagey veteran. She's 28 years old. She's been around, and she just puts this ball right in the corner on the line.
Sayring back setting this time to Orozco, and that went way out of bounds.
1-2, number 5.
Hawaii's up, 2 serving 1. Lisa Strand. Sayring. Orozco with the lob spike. Short set, fake out.
Nice up by Masakayan in the back.
Wirtz saving it. Collins putting it down.
UCLA into the net. Everything is coming up roses for Hawaii.
Dietrich Collins, Broderick Award winner, Lisa Strand serving. Oh, into the net, side out. Patty Orozco serving. 5'8" senior for Bogota, Colombia. Her sister is on the Colombian national team, was an MVP.
Look at that.
Collins. Sayring over to Masakayan, and it was wide.
1-3.
Hawaii coming up with a lot of nice plays. A lot of plays that could be considered lucky, but luck is the residue of design, and they're playing well and getting some breaks.
I'll have to remember that. Luck, the residue of design. Lisa Strand with the pass. Wirtz with the spike. Sayring to Masakayan, and Collins is there, but it goes out of bounds, so UCLA gets a side out, and they need it. They have to stay close if they're going to stay in the game. 1 serving 3.
That serve is too easy.
Chris Pulaski. Masakayan. She's not intimidated at all by Collins. Wirtz lobbing it over.
These are the long rallies.
Oh, a left and a right. And Collins gets on top of that and makes it a vertical spike.
The rallies are just going too long. UCLA is not taking advantage. And Hawaii is. You get the 3-set or shoot set. Blocker can't get up in time. Straight down.
Wirtz served for Hawaii. Free ball by Pulaski. Masakayan right through the Collins and Pulaski block.
One thing that might be effective for UCLA is dinking a little more into the center of the court on the left side.
Coming in the game is Tracy Sayring, or they're coming out as Sayring. Back in is Kenny.
This is the kind of play UCLA has to capitalize on.
Masakayan into the block, and twice now she's gone through them.
Masakayan hitting very well. One of the few UCLA players that is actually having a real good hitting match. They're going to have to get the other players to pick up the tempo.
2 serving 3. Collins.
We need some more blockers for Dietrich Collins. The 2 and 3 are not enough. Watch her go up. She just goes up, pounds it straight through the hole in the block, straight down.
Block was too far apart, though. They didn't have time
exactly
to get
right.
up. And that went out of bounds on Boyette. 4 serving 2. Collins doing the honors. Nice shoot set to Connolly. Breaking up the tempo is the only way they're going to catch Hawaii off balance, and that's how they got that point. Side out. Masakayan serving. Boyette with a short set to Connolly, and they're saying it went off the block, and the officials disagree. Side out.
Having a lot of trouble converting UCLA. Just a little off. That's because Hawaii's playing so well. They're not putting the ball away.
Beautiful serve by Pulaski. Through the block. Side out.
UCLA going a lot to the middle now. I have to feel that their coaches probably told them if you're getting stuffed on the outside, set the middle a little more. See if we can get the ball down.
Connolly serving. Strand with the fake. Pulaski puts it down. Nice job by Masakayan. Side out. Boyette short setting to Don Kenny, and it goes off the block and out of bounds, UCLA.
Quick set, being effective. They're siding out, but now they're not scoring. They're not blocking. Ball goes down. UCLA gets the side out.
2 serving 4. Zeno doing the service for UCLA. This is Wirtz. Through the block.
It's demoralizing to see a woman who's 5'7" just go over the big 6-foot blockers, put the ball down. Nice shot.
Pulaski back setting, this time to Kaapuni. Put that net in perspective. You know, we say 7'4 1/4. It's about the size of your front door. If you try to spike a ball over your front door when it's open, you can see how high these ladies are jumping and putting it down.
Another great dig by Strand. Just right there.
Pulaski with the free ball. And they say that was out of bounds, but the referee said, no, it's good. And look at Masakayan.
Look at the UCLA coaches. They're going crazy over there.
Yeah.
Look at the assistant coach, Denny Klein, just pointing
at
to
the
them.
official. That's Andy Benikowski. He's trying to calm his team down. That's Andy Benikowski.
They really are right on that call. It was too far away to really see whether it was good or not, but the official was right on it.
That's the Hawaiian coach, Dave Shoji. And there's still an official timeout. He wants time to check the score. And I believe we will have a warning.
It's a slight delay here.
At the scoring table now is our official, Mike Carter. He is the second referee. There you see him discussing things with the scorekeeper. That last service will not count. And everything seems to be straightened out, and we are back with game number 3. Hawaii up 6-2. Nice block by Collins. She couldn't see where it went up. Came up right on top of her, so it'll be a side out. This is Patty Orozco behind the line. Wirtz going up, right over the block that time. Good move by Orozco in the backcourt. Boyette sets. And that's Masakayan.
Boy, just right on that play.
Strand from behind the spike line, and it goes into the net.
You know what the Hawaiian coaches are saying is just give them the ball, lob the ball over. Don't try for that play because they'll out-rally you.
4 serving 6, and we have an Hawaiian timeout. So we are going to take a timeout. While Hawaii talks about it, UCLA thinks about it. You take a minute. We'll be back with more of game number 3 after these messages. We are back with game number 3. Hawaii leads 6-4. Hawaii took the first 2 games.
There's some heat, Masakayan. That's her 12th kill on the outside. She's really having a good match so far.
UCLA on the comeback now. It is 5 serving 6. This is Patty Orozco's service. You saw the scores of the first 2 games. That one went into the net. 15-13 was the score in game 1. 15-4 was the score in game number 2. And UCLA is starting to fire up. Pony with an ace.
Her and Lisa Strand statistically have been the best servers for Hawaii all year long. And she has got a serve that really moves. It's like a knuckleball. Watch it. Just hovers and floats. Really tough to contact.
Collins with a solo block. 8-5.
Trouble in River City. Collins is right there, stuffing it down. This is an interesting call. The referee has overruled the linesman and called that ball in. That's a point for Hawaii. The UCLA coach is complaining. That's the second time that's happened. The linesman making a call.
You can see Benikowski and Klein arguing with Mike Carter. He's going to call a timeout official.
That is timeout to UCLA.
And he will award it to UCLA.
It's very frustrating when you're a coach or a player and a linesman makes a call and then the referee overrules it. Or it's just like in tennis. If a referee overrules something like that, it's very frustrating because you feel that the person who's supposed to do the job should do it.
Benikowski also called that timeout for a couple of reasons. Kaupuni was really getting hot with her service there, and he wanted to break her momentum. Kaupuni, 28 years old, a returning player after playing in the last decade. She's now playing in this decade.
She's
and
a heavy
got married
veteran.
in between, and yes, brings a lot of experience. There you see, Hawaii's finished in the Nationals numerous times.
Hawaii serving, killing UCLA. 7 service aces. Those are balls that are not retrieved, balls that cannot be put into play. And that's a lot, way too many.
Hawaii in volleyball is an independent. UCLA plays in the WCAA, the Western Collegiate Athletic Conference. And this is Masakayan putting it down. And Andy Benikowski's strategy paid off.
13th kill for Masakayan. Really having a fine match. That's her shot. Hard angle.
Howitzer. There's a Wahine Walloper. And they're going to say replay because one called UCLA in the net, one called Hawaii in the net.
Double contact on the net, so they'll play it over. Good
replay,
call.
9-5. Dawn Kenny serving. Wirtz with the soft touch. Paid off.
Nice shot. UCLA couldn't retrieve it. Just a little soft shot, kind of like a change-up in baseball. Instead of the hard one, you give them a little soft shot.
Or instead of the dunk, you get the layup. Off the block, side out.
Good shot, Boya, hitting high off the hands.
5 serving 9, Michelle Boyette behind the line. Game 3.
That's an ace.
That's good.
That's an ace. That could give him a little momentum.
6 serving 9. UCLA needed that. They haven't had an ace in this match. Pulaski, blocked back by Connolly and Boyette. Collins dinks it over the block and no one's there.
What they have to do is move a player up in the back row when Collins is hitting, and they're not doing that. She's getting a lot of easy shots. You see her go up here. Watch her go up. That's the campfire defense. Everybody standing around watching.
Is that something that's taught or just learned?
You learn it at camp.
Back in the game, Assista Palakiko for Hawaii. She served. Side out, UCLA. Liz Masakayan now behind the line for UCLA. Kaupuni to Strand, and the block was beautifully executed by Orozco and Connolly.
Nice play on that one. UCLA blockers right on the target. They'll come right out here to Corey Pulaski. Number 7 will get this set if there's any way possible. Nope. Go to Chris. There's a Pulaski on either side. Just go to the one that's open.
They're twins. They're hard to identify, but number 4 is Chris.
And number 7 is Carey.
And they're mopping up the floor on the UCLA side of the net. Sometimes when the players dive, it gets a little wet out there. Last year, UCLA finished 5th in the national championships. Outside, Corey Pulaski.
Great dig by Boyette. Phenomenal dig. Oh, no.
Sayring and Masakayan and a little communications mix-up.
That's really
ends
a tough
up out
play.
of bounds.
Now, those are the kind of plays that if you're the national champion, you make. And if you don't, you don't. And UCLA is just having all kinds of trouble with those tonight.
Boyette outside to Orozco.
Nice play by Palakiko in the back.
Pulaski, soft spike.
Great up by Boyette. Phenomenal up. 2 great plays.
That's out.
That's 2 plays in a row that have just gotten away from UCLA.
It's so unfortunate. They do a couple of great things.
Things are not going right.
Look at this up.
Watch this dive. Full on pancake left hand, and the ball's bumped out of bounds, unfortunately, for UCLA.
That's like a racquetball shot. We have a side out now. And UCLA has the service as we come back to action here. Connolly doing the honors. 7 serving 11. Set outside, Kapuni off the block, side out. And if UCLA could just direct their hands in court instead of out of court, I know they don't have a lot of time to get up there.
Well, that's the whole game. The spiker is looking to hit off the hands, then the blockers are trying to turn the ball in.
So Missy Yomes come back in the game. This will be a free one behind the line. Masakayan so good behind the attack zone.
That was a nice shot.
Yomes is up into the block, and this time the direction was better.
That's where they got to convert.
Boyette hits right into the block. Nice hit by Orozco.
I think Strand thought she should have had that one.
7 serving 11. This is Tracy Sayring behind the line. Yomes, and it goes out of bounds. No block. Point UCLA, and they're now within 3. 8 serving 11.
This was their best rotation in game 1. They scored 5 straight points, and they have never been in the match since then.
Tracy Sayring, 8 serving 11. Short service just behind the attack line. Yomes into the block, and it comes back, but goes out of bounds, side out. Lisa Strand behind the line and coming back in the game. Deetra Collins
the
coming
human
out.
blocking machine.
Coming out, Sister Palakiko.
Every time she has come in from a substitution, she's blocked the ball. Let's see how she goes after it right here.
11 serving 8. Boyette.
Got her hand on it.
All the way across to Yomes. This block was inbounds. They turned the wrist, and that's all they had to do, side out.
Hawaii's been hitting a lot of line shots, and UCLA hasn't been getting over. Now watch Orozco go up, turn the ball inbounds, as you said,
and smile.
Leandra. Yes, exactly right.
Yomes with a funny dink. Boyette with the lob.
That's when you got to hit. Got to hit that ball. When you go for a point, you got to put some heat on it.
In the battle of the dinks, it's Hawaii. Hawaii 11, UCLA 8. This is game number 3.
There's Deetra Collins just whiffing it down.
Nice up by Strand.
Masakayan just bombing away.
But Hawaii was in the net, and we will have a side out.
By far, her best match of the tournament, she's just not getting much help. She's got to get someone to turn on right now for UCLA to hang in.
Dawn Kenny serving, 8 serving 11, and that goes into the net, side out, and it will be 11 serving 8. And a substitution for Hawaii. Coming in the game will be Marcy Wirtz. Coming out will be Missy Yomes.
Good rotation from Hawaii. They got Deetra Collins and the Pulaskis up front, Wirtz and all the other defensive specialists in the back.
Masakayan. Short set to Deetra.
Nice dig by Sayring in the back. Let's see if they can convert.
Masakayan
nice
from
shot, Masakayan. Doing it all.
She can hit from anywhere.
She's keeping them in. She's keeping them in right now. They're riding her. Ball's put straight down from back off the net.
8-11, UCLA trails as Chris Pulaski hits through the block.
Pulaski just pounding it through the hole and down.
Behind the line, Deetra the Dominator Collins. Boyette. Masakayan from the other side. She hits from the left, from the right, from in front of the attack zone, from behind it.
The problem that now arises, though, what does UCLA do now when Masakayan's in the back row?
Set her back there. She's good behind the attack line, too. Nice short set to Strand. She put it down. 11 serving 8.
Interesting that Lisa Strand has a twin sister that played at Santa Barbara. There's lots of twins around playing volleyball.
Nice up by Collins, right to me, and I couldn't handle it.
Too hot to handle. You got to get down low.
She hits too hard. This is done. Maria Connolly behind the line. Very low floater.
Nice serve.
8 serving 11, UCLA trailing by 3. Nice hit by Kaupuni.
She's just so smart. She just goes up, takes a look at the block, and hits it where the blocker's hands are. The object of volleyball.
As defined by Chris Marlowe. Corey Pulaski serving. 11 serving 8. Wirtz.
Nice retrieval by Connolly in the back.
Orozco through the block.
They could just get Orozco hot for a few minutes. They could carry him. Orozco and Masakayan can do it. Take a look at Patty. Really a fine hit. Going up on the outside, pounding it through the block.
And we are back to live action. Collins put it down, and it is now side out. 8 serving 11.
This is probably the best both teams have played right now.
I said that backwards. That was a net ball. Hawaii is up. It was 11 serving 8. Now it is 8 serving 11 with the side out.
Both teams siding out very well.
Orozco to Collins with the fingertip spike, but it went off the block, side out.
There's another play that just got away. Connolly dove for the ball, which Orozco was there, but she knocked it out of the way. She couldn't get it.
Kaupuni serving deep. Sayring out to Masakayan.
Look at
Nice
Wirtz
up by
hustle in
Wirtz.
there. Go right to Masakayan again.
Sayring short setting to Kenny. Thought she caught him, and they did. Finally, we've seen a hole in the Hawaiian defense.
That was a tough shot, a tough dink shot, because that ball barely made it over the net. You watch this. Watch the little dink. Right in the middle of the court.
You better believe she was blowing that one down. Get down, get down.
Okay, here's that substitution again. Cornell back in. Serving specialist, but she served the last one out, which I'm sure they want to have her try a hard serve here. Let's see what she does.
Pressure on her. Collins with a soft spike, elbowed it up.
Yeah. The set was low. Set was low.
Nice
the
dink
shot.
that time. Finally, Masakayan, who's consistently been pummeling them. This time, little changeup.
That's the shot that's open on the Hawaiian defense. Right up over the block and down.
9 serving 11. Kaupuni out to Wirtz, into the block. Nice.
Great
up. What a
That
shot.
could have been a
by
double hit
Pulaski.
right there. Strand is on that.
Pulaski into the block, and it goes off the elbows of Boyette. Side out.
Nice play by Hawaii, retrieving that dink shot up by Boyette.
Marcy Wirtz behind the line. 11 serving 9.
Nice set.
Masakayan,
Okay.
no blocker touched it, point.
9-12, number 8.
Marcy Wirtz, 12 serving 9.
That's trouble. That's trouble.
This is real trouble.
That
because
could be
it's now
it. We're serving
13-9.
hard.
And I believe Banikowski will not call timeout. He's just going to substitute. Coming in the game will be Dawn Kenny. Coming out will be Cornell. Hawaii leads this series 2-0. This is game 3. Masakayan into the block, and this time it goes out of bounds in favor of UCLA.
2 points away, Hawaii.
Boyette is back. Kaupuni, back to Collins, into the block, nice up.
Great dig
Kenny
out of the
saves
net.
it. Nice setup here by Kenny. Short set to Collins, again she's blocked. Long set this time to Pulaski.
Nice blocking, good recovery.
UCLA is doing a good job on this one.
Hit
A
it.
blocking match. Connolly puts it out.
That's
Beautiful.
what they need. That helps. Get a ball up near the net as we look at Maria Connolly. She's put the ball down when it's up tight.
UCLA needed to win a long rally, and they did just that. They now trail only by 3, 10 serving 13.
They need to lead, win the long ones, the short ones, and everyone now.
And the medium ones.
Yes.
What the heck? Pulaski with the dink answered.
That could have been a net.
Pulaski puts it down, and that one's good.
Great play by Pulaski, putting the ball right on the line and down.
Leanne Pastana, the junior from Mililani, Oahu, coming in the game. Coming out, Lisa Strand. Boyette short setting Connolly. Corey Pulaski.
Oh, great dig over there by Sayring.
Sayring shovels it over on a free ball. Corey Pulaski into the block. Bounces for Hawaii.
Corey Pulaski just doing it all now.
14-10. This is game and match, and Coach Shoji wants to make sure some of the seniors get in the game.
Exactly.
Before this national championship is won. Sister Palakiko will serve. Coming out is Deidre Collins to an ovation from this Lexington, Kentucky crowd. Well deserved, well deserved. Game, match, point at stake here.
And that's it.
On a dink. The game is over thanks to Liam Pestana. She hit the ball once in this game, and that won the match. 15-10, and Hawaii in a very impressive 3-game sweep wins it 15-10. And look at that Hawaiian huddle. The looks on UCLA faces tell it all as the Hawaiians give a cheer. That's Coach Andy Banikowski of UCLA, Coach Dave Shoji of Hawaii. This man smiles. The other man thinks, next year, Coach, next year. We'll be back with a recap of all the action here in Lexington. Stay with us.